talk a little bit about having had this perspective and being in this community for 30 years almost. What I want to talk about, what have you learned? First of all, what have you learned as a dad?
Yeah. Well, what I've learned is that it, just to be a parent of a child with autism is that you have to have patience beyond that of a saint. You have to have detective skills beyond that of Sherlock Holmes, and you have to have tenacity that is greater than any pit bull that you've ever met. Those three characteristics are what a parent of autism has to have to advocate and to improve the life of their child. What I've learned over the years is that this is an amazingly warm and loving and wonderful community. People that are dedicated. Our normal, our daily life, our normal is not one that any other uh, group can understand. And it's for that reason, and for just the fact that we have to stick together and learn from each other and work together, that makes us a very, very strong and very, very moving community for me to work with. I've been very grateful for this experience and for what I've learned from the families and from the clinicians and certainly from the individuals with autism. There's much to be done. The things that I hear on your program and read about on a daily basis about some of the battles that are being fought out there are the battles that I fought, that have been fought before I was fighting them. And it really is a shame how at times we have to fight the medical community, the school districts, et cetera, to get the services that are so necessary for our children. But yet we fight, we must. And the adult service sector is still woefully behind and not really servicing our kids to the level that they need it and that the families need it. Uh, I've learned a lot. I'm always looking for solutions. Solutions are far and few in between. There are some that I feel are happening. I believe that we've made great strides with wandering. My son used to wander. It's something that's very, very personal to me because of the fear that I still sometimes live with, and thinking about the times that he disappeared while we were out, and how he would low, and the fact that I had attended too many funerals of of children that had wandered off and had a terrible end. So we do have solutions to those now, I believe, with some of the GPS devices that are there, and I'm working with a company now to help to develop that, not to keep the kids in prison, but to develop this as a program so that the child can develop greater generalization and independence, and the family still having that safety and security of knowing where they are and what they're doing. And to me, I wouldn't be involved at this if it meant that the kid was going to be further imprisoned and held. I'm involved with this because I believe that this is an opportunity to really allow the kids, and wish I would have had for my son, to allow him to go out and explore, to learn, to fail and to succeed, and to recreate in the community in ways that are now only available for these children. I think that we can do a lot more on the adult employment situation. Most people with autism, and I do say most, and when I do say most, I'm talking almost 100%, are employable. And we should be taking advantage of the skills that they have to offer to our communities and to employers. And that hasn't been done, but I do see some movement there. I do see some projects that are starting, and I could talk about those to much greater detail on a future show of where some of these opportunities are opening up, where corporations are beginning to find the benefits of having a person with autism be an employee. So there are things that are happening that I'm very, very positive about. One of the things that I will emphasize is that our our the strides that we've made, and with the meager process that has been made over the years in developing services and supports for our kids. They're under attack now, and I can't emphasize it enough. So it really behooves parents and the professional community and the organizations to perhaps even become not advocates anymore, but to become activists. We have to be very, very strong in letting our politicians, our regulators, those in power know how important these services are to us and how they can't be stripped away. We fought too hard to get to this point, and that we even need more. And when I hear on a daily basis that these services are under attack and are threatened to be removed, it really brings out the activist spirit in me, and it's one that I hope that others will follow, because we need to have our voices strongly heard right now, so that we don't lose what we've gained, and perhaps that we can even gain a little bit more.